All right, good morning, everybody. Let's get this week started. I'm Mike Allen, and this is Monday Morning Brew. Man, what a weekend. We're going to talk more about Belts of Honoria 6 on Wednesday when we have Niall Chavez and some other folks that fought. Maybe get some fighters in. We'll talk about that on Wednesday night. That's on the air with Mike Allen. Man, it's just, what a weekend. Here it is Monday. And here we are on the air with Monday Morning Brew again. Just a heads up, next week we'll probably be running a replay of earlier Monday Morning Brew as I will be on vacation. I'm getting the hell out of here. We'll come back and talk. We had a passing of a legend, somebody that is very important to pretty much every law enforcement officer out there. But we'll talk more about her when we get back. But for now, let's check out some of these commercials. We've got a lot of great sponsors: Zunity, K&L Services, Eat24.com, very good service. Always trust a fat ex-cop when it comes to food. Thank you very much for sponsoring us and helping us out, and we'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Monday Morning Brew. I'm Mike Allen, and this is the Armed Radio Global Network.
Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies, or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content, such as music, videos, photos, between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
Ready to boost your professional image and show your dedication to your career? iCarryalls.com is your source for customized business cases for iPad, iPad mini, MacBook, Galaxy tablets, and other devices. We stock a huge number of genuine leather portfolios, pouch cases, business tote bags, and more. If you don't see the style you like, the iCarryalls design team can help you design the perfect case for your needs. Express international shipping is available. Get organized today with a leather case that works as hard as you do. Visit iCarryalls.com.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Out of the blue, you see or meet the man or woman of your dreams. You both flirt. The attraction is obviously mutual. Now what? A big fat nothing, because you were both too shy to ask for contact details. Find and contact them again for free at BlueMyChance.com. That's right, BlueMyChance.com, where people meet again.
Christian Pleva is Boston's premier wedding and personal photographer. Turning his passion into a life's work, he has dedicated himself to bringing his talents to capture the special memories of the beginning of your life's journey together. Christian uses the most updated equipment and software to handle any size wedding event, from full church and reception to a small intimate ceremony in the courthouse. Contact him today at www.christianplevaimages.com for booking information and available dates.
Come join me, Matt Hazley, your host for Straight Talk, where we will take a journey into the deepest regions of your mind. Yeah, right. Nah, just kidding. Join me every Monday and Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where every topic is fair game. Only on ARM Radio, home of the big guns.
Goodness. Well, good morning, everybody. I had a full weekend. Of course, when you're a private contractor, I'm going on vacation this Friday. I got to be at the airport at 6 a.m. and I'm out of here for a week. I won't be back until in Texas until a week from Saturday. So coming up Monday and Wednesday of next week, we'll probably either have some guest hosts, but I don't know who's crazy enough to get up early in the morning. Maybe Matt Hazley. I don't know if he's even up right now. I don't know who's up right now, actually. But I appreciate all you crazies out there listening. I can see by my counter I've got some listeners on Monday morning. Getting your weekend going, or getting your week going, by the way, here. Man, I'm not even awake. Coffee's not even kicking in. I tell you what, it started out Friday. We had weigh-ins for Belts of Honorius, and we started out with 19 bouts. I think we ended up with 12, which happens in amateur MMA when you have that many fighters. You know, things happen. Life comes up. People don't make weight. Last-minute changes, all that kind of stuff. But we ended up with 12 great bouts. We're going to talk about those in detail this Wednesday as Niall Chavez, promoter of Belts of Honorius, comes on the air to talk about that and all the winners and losers and champions. And probably the best MMA fight I've seen yet this year between Waylon Braunstrop and Cordell. I mean, oh my God, those guys went at it. He went to a majority decision. That's how close it was. I mean, it was just back and forth. Really great fight. We've got the passing of somebody who's been very important to about every law enforcement and military person in the entire world. I mean, what she invented changed the way ballistics and uniforms and helmets and everything else has been. I mean, it's amazing what she invented, and of course I'm talking about Stephanie Kwolek. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's spelled Kwolek, Kwolek, and she invented Kevlar. Kevlar is what officers wear on their bulletproof vests. Kevlar is also the substance that the polymer that's used for our helmets, for our soldiers, and the body vests. And, of course, Kevlar is also used as a lightweight ballistics shield for Humvees and light vehicles. It's light, and it's pretty badass, actually. It'll stop a bullet. And Kevlar basically is just a very tightly woven polymer that catches the bullet. It catches it, and it slows down the velocity of the bullet. So it doesn't really stop it per se. You're still going to get bruised, but it keeps it from entering your body, as it were. Quillick is the only... let's read the article. This article comes from the BBC News for the United States and Canada. Stephanie Quillick is a chemist for the DuPont Company in Wilmington, Delaware, when she invented the stronger-than-steel fiber in 1965. It was initially intended to be used in automobile tires. In a statement, DuPont Chief Executive Ellen Kullman described Quillick as a creative and determined chemist and a true pioneer for women in science. Quillick is the only female employee of DuPont to be awarded the company's... Okay, I'm going to totally screw this up, but it's spelled Lavoisier Lavoisier Medal for Outstanding Technical Achievement. I knew that I had made a discovery, Quillick said in an interview several years ago. I didn't shout Eureka, but I was very excited. As was the laboratory was excited, and the management was excited, because we were looking for something new, something different, and this was it. She retired from the company in 1986. Since the invention of Kevlar, the material has saved thousands of lives, including that of Police Lieutenant David Spicer, who, while recovering from his wounds in 2001, spoke to Quillick on the phone. She's a tremendous woman, Lieutenant Spicer told the Associated Press news agency. Aside from protective clothing, the fiber is found in a variety of products, including airplanes, mobile phones, and sailboats. So our thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to Ms. Quillick's family. And as a former police officer who wore her product proudly to work so I could go home to my family, thank you for inventing Kevlar and keeping us safe. And I don't know how many officers have survived because of the bulletproof vests, but we have her to thank for that. So when you go about your day, if you're listening and you're in law enforcement, take a moment, say a prayer. Thanks to Ms. Quillick, Stephanie Quillick, who has passed away, the inventor of Kevlar, and she has passed away at the age of 90. Okay, lots of stuff going on in the news. Well, sports. I'd just like to tell you that there's 72 days to kick off. Hang in there. 72 days. Thank God for the NFL Network. That's all I got to say. And I wish they would. I wish they had the Arena League at least on some sort of TV that we could watch. I don't know when they don't promote it anymore. It's not broadcast. I think NBC ran it for a while, but we need to get some indoor football back on the TV to keep us football fans satiated until the regular football season. Of course, if football is heroin, then the Arena League is methadone. Not really a cure, but it'll keep our fix going until we can get things going come this fall. Of course, right now, the whole world is focused on Brazil. And it's not because of the bikinis and the good-looking gals. It's because of some little game that they play elsewhere. I think we call it soccer. I'm not really sure why we call it soccer. But the rest of the world calls that football. Hold on, I need a little caffeine here. Oh. Nothing like a good cup of coffee. And the United States was playing Portugal yesterday and had a 2-1 lead all the way into the final seconds when Portugal hit the equalizer. Came out of it with a tie. And that's that's as good as a win for the United States. Of course, we'd like to win the thing and advance, but we're still in it with a tie against really a really good soccer team in Portugal. You know, in years past, Portugal versus the United States, it's okay. Well, we had a good run. But the boys hung in there, had the lead majority of the game, and then dropped. Okay, bad humor. I was going to say drop the ball, but but allowed a goal to score, I think, in the 82nd or 83rd minute, or almost the 90th minute, and getting Portugal the win, so they get a point. United States gets a point for a draw, which I have no idea how all that works, but I think in the end of the day, the majority of Americans here in the United States, we don't care. 72 days. 72 days and real sports starts. And if you're out there and you're a soccer fan, and I just made you mad, tweet me at tired_Lions_fan. And then hashtag it with Armed Radio. I got the tweet deck up. Matter of fact, if you're out there listening, if you've got Twitter, make sure this thing works. At tired_Lions_fan. Shoot me a tweet. Let me know you're alive. Let me know someone's out there listening. And if you're a soccer fan, football fan, tweet me and let me know why. Why are you a soccer fan? And don't tell me it's the best sport in the world. We're the best country in the world, and really, technically, we care less about soccer in America. I mean, unless you're between the ages of 6 and maybe 11, soccer's not that big a deal, really. To tell you the truth. I mean, that's the cheap sport that your parents can get you in because it doesn't cost as much as football or cheerleading or volleyball. With soccer. Because all you got to do is really buy the shirt, the shorts, and a pair of shoes, and you don't even really need a soccer ball because the coach will buy that for you. Go down and buy some balls there from Academy. I mean, you see soccer all over the place, and then when they get old enough to put on some shoulder pads and a helmet, they play a real game. But I guess for the rest of the world, economically anyway, I would see how soccer has been. I mean, you go to Germany. I spent time in Germany, and the last time Germany was in the World Cup, it was, I think, 92 or 91 maybe, 92. And I played for the German National Football League or the Bundesliga of American football, which is basically the German NFL. And, we go play in front of a couple thousand people. And in the same stadium, they'd have a soccer game, and there'd be like 6,000, 7,000 people. And during the World Cup, forget it. It's like a Texas town on a Friday night with an away game. You could go walk around Germany and go in any apartment or any place you wanted to go, and everybody's down at the bar watching the game and really getting into it. Really getting into it. Now, I do have to admit, I got caught up in the Uganda game with the United States team, and I watched that, and it was interesting. And also, I watched another two of the teams, easily forgotten, but it was entertaining, and I'm starting to understand a little bit of the game as far as the setting up the plays and stuff. But still, it's soccer. It's it's not football. It's not baseball. It's not basketball. It's soccer. I just don't get it. This week we have a lineup of shows here on Armed Radio. Of course, you can listen to music 24 hours a day, but we do have some entertaining talk shows starting tonight with the Lynn O Show. She's brand new to Armed Radio. She had her inaugural week last week, had a great time. Tonight she's on the air right before Matt Hazley. She comes on the air, I think, 6 Eastern, 7 Central. And then Matt comes on at 8 Eastern, 9 Central, for Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Then Tuesday night, Val Anistema and Talk Time with Val comes on at 7 Central. And then it's the High Five at 10. Johnny, Jay, and Mikey. 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Wednesday night is my show on the air with me. This week we'll be having the Belts of Honorius promoter, Niall Chavez, come on and talk to us about About this last week's event, Belts of Honoria 6, brought to you by Enlightened Warriors, and that was a lot of fun. We'll go through all the fights and who won and all that stuff. And Thursday night, Val's back. She's 7 Central with some more talk time, followed by the Star Maker, Joe Rocks. Night Talk with Joe Rocks and his cast of characters, Jackie and the dog. They'll close it out on Friday. Oh, and I forgot, Wednesday, noon, at a new time, Tara and Rick with Afternoon Bites. They moved from Monday to Wednesday, so they'll be on Wednesday at noon. And then, almost forgot about you, Rick. Sorry about that. Those guys are on. And then Friday, we close things out again with Matt Hazley. And he's always got interesting topics to talk about. Of course, the world of golf, sports, and then he usually gets off into the alien stuff and the conspiracy stuff. And it's always entertaining. I try to jump on a show and talk about that stuff myself when I can. But that's the lineup for the week. It's a fun lineup. We got more shows coming, as a matter of fact. So stick around. It's always changing, always entertaining. Armed Radio Global Network. I'm Mike Allen, and this is Monday Morning Brew.
Did you know that 50 is the new 30? There's a new book that just came out called Women's and Lemons. Your time is now. Begin your adventure, live your dream. And although written for the Quintastic woman specifically, it is a must-read book for all women. You will need to order the Women's and Lemons Adventure Journal too for the interactive action steps. You won't be able to put this book down and your life will never be the same. Begin your adventure today and be determined to live and enjoy your dream. Order the book and the Adventure Journal on Amazon.com today. Women's and Lemons, your time really is now. Grab a hold of those lemons and squeeze all the juice that life has to offer you.
Ready to boost your professional image and show your dedication to your career? iCarryAlls.com is your source for customized business cases for iPad, iPad mini, MacBook, Galaxy tablets, and other devices. We stock a huge number of genuine leather portfolios, pouch cases, business tote bags, and more. If you don't see the style you like, the iCarryAlls design team can help you design the perfect case for your needs. Express international shipping is available. Get organized today with a leather case that works as hard as you do. Visit iCarryAlls.com.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
Are you a hypocrite? If you live a closeted cannabis lifestyle, you are. Read about 7 people live in a closeted cannabis lifestyle that's on the verge of coming out in the book The Hypocrite by Mara K. Eaton, available at areyouahypocrite.net. You can purchase the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's also available on iTunes. Check out Mara K. Eaton on Facebook today.
Hi! Now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com. Hey, do you buy American? Do you know why it's important? Have you taken the time to understand the purchase choices you make every day affects our tomorrow? Did you know if we all make 5% of our purchases each year with USA-made products, you'll help create American-made jobs nationwide and even in your community? If the majority of us can, we'll create 1 million new jobs. Amerimerch.com is committed to the success of America and American families. Their unique website only promotes the sales of American companies and businesses' high-quality products from all over the U.S. for consumers all over the world to enjoy. You'll definitely want to check it out. They have amazing products you've never seen and are truly 100% made in the USA.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family-owned and operated iFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at iFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Hi, it's Lynn from The Lino Show. I'm excited to tell you about a new and easy way to protect your smartphone and tablets. It's called Go Ring. We all know someone who has dropped a phone or a tablet, myself included. And between the repair costs and insurance, it can be very expensive. Go Ring works with any phone or tablet. It's super strong and can hold over 5 pounds. It makes everything easier. Taking photos, playing games, or just browsing without the worry of dropping your device. So protect yourself and your family's mobile devices with Go Ring. Find them at www.goring.com.
And life is like a song.
Hi, this is John,
Jay, and Mikey.
Join us on the High Five at 10, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. Mikey, Jay, what are we going to talk about?
Movies, love, fun facts, jokes.
We're going to talk about all this stuff. We're going to talk all over each other. So join us then, 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Tuesday nights, only on the Armed
Radio Global.
See you then.
All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Mike Allen, and you're listening to Monday Morning Brew right here on the Armed Radio Global Network. Just flipping around the channels during the commercial break, and of course, not much on this early in the morning unless you want to be healed with miracle spring water. I don't know if that's all. You know, I'm going to comment about this. I think I shall. Should I? Yeah, it's early enough. The First Amendment of our Constitution covers freedom of speech and religion. It says that no religion shall be formed by the government or promoted by the government and dictated to the people that they must believe in a certain way. Basically, what our founding fathers had just recently broke from England. And of course, in England, it's mandated by the royalty that the subjects of England should be a part of the Church of England, which broke away from the Church of Rome, Catholic Church of Rome. And our founding fathers had enough foresight to realize that was a big deal. Being forced to be a certain religion. Now, most of them were Christian back then, but a lot of our founding fathers weren't all Christian. We had a couple of folks who were Jewish. I don't know who right off the top of my head because this is kind of on the fly here, but and a couple of agnostics even that didn't believe in anything when they were, when they helped draft this country. So they put in the First Amendment that you would be free to say anything you want and believe in any religion you want, with no the government can't tell you that you can't be a certain religion. It can't dictate that to you. So we have a very open, I don't think there's any other country really that has the diversity and the variety of different religions than the United States of America. I mean, we got everything here. But the most visible and the most vocal is this new trend called the super churches and then the televangelists. And then every morning when I get up this early, I'll flip around and invariably I'll run across these infomercials where these televangelists are basically, it's one big commercial to solicit money. And they get into scripture and they talk about sowing seed and they talk about seed time and harvest, which is all biblical. But, if you send them your seed, and they'll pick some random number, and I think this guy, like $51, some off number. You sow your seed of $51, they'll send you a pocket Bible and some miracle spring water that you sprinkle on your checkbook. And, of course, that spring water is a conduit for the power of the Lord Jesus Christ to come down and give you money. Then, of course, they'll have testimonies of people who come forward and say that, they were dead broke, about ready to lose everything, couldn't make ends meet, on their last straw. They took this miracle spring water and they sprinkled it on whatever they had, and all of a sudden they have $1 million in their bank account or whatever their financial need was. And, of course, that gets all the folks that are watching, the desperate people that are watching, to pick up the phone and sometimes, in a lot of cases, put it on their credit card. They even there's even one guy that said, "Put it on your credit card, and God will reward you, and don't worry about it because you'll be able to pay your credit card off." And these guys just trips me out because there's absolutely nothing, biblical about what they're saying. There's nothing Christ-like about what they're promoting. It's just you're trying to get money. One guy's bold, man. He'll brag about his new cars, and he'll brag about his vacation that him and his wife taken, like somehow God had anything to do with it. No, it's because you're out there ripping people off. And I don't know how many people there are out there that do this, that get up in the morning and they watch this on TV. And, of course, they're desperate. They're grabbing at straws, trying to get out of their financial situation, and they'll pull out their credit card and send this guy $150, $200, $110, whatever he pulls out of the air as your seed money. Next thing you know, they might not get anything. And then, of course, it's easily explained away. Well, you gave us money, but you didn't have faith. And since you didn't have faith, that's why you weren't blessed. I've seen documentaries on YouTube. I guess Benny Hinn is the one that... Benny Hinn is the most entertaining to watch because he's so full of crap. I mean, he is... he's amazing. He's a shyster. He is absolutely... He's got entire arenas falling down. And I would love just to go to one of his places, one of his whatever, and just stand there and watch, and people watch the reactions from people. And, of course, they do the healing, and they got a pile of crutches, mostly plants. And they explain that away saying, sometimes people need help with their faith, so they'll put plants that'll come up on stage where there's nothing wrong with them, but they'll act like they can walk, and they'll throw their crutches down, or they'll get up out of a wheelchair, and they'll throw the wheelchair into a big pile. And it's the same. There's a documentary, especially with Benny Hinn, where there's a video of the same guy in like 3 different arenas getting saved, getting healed, get out of his wheelchair. And I don't know how people think they can get away with stuff nowadays, because everything is recorded, everything is documented, either by the people involved, or by random people with phones that just cut videos. Excuse me. So I don't know how people think they can get away with this stuff, but he does, and he fleeces people. He multi-millionaire many times over. Of course, when he goes to the Holy Land on his pilgrimage, he doesn't fly coach. He takes his own private jet. I think I'm in the wrong business. I wonder if I could get people to send money to me. If all you listeners out there, if you have faith that your wallet will be lighter, then go to armtanks.net and click on donate, and in the notes put, "This is for Mike Allen." And I have a movement in the Force from Master Jedi that says if you sow a seed of $10, that tonight you will be 1,000 cents less than what you have now. And I can almost guarantee it. That's how that works. Joe, let me know later. I have no idea. I'm not knocking religion as a whole. I mean, for me, I'm a Christian, and but I just don't understand. I don't get caught up in the religious part of it. To me, it's spiritual. It's an individual relationship that I have with Christ, and I don't. When I read the Bible, I don't read it to go out and beat people over the head with it. I hope through my life and through the fruits of my labor and the blessings that I get, that people will come to me and say, "Hey, how do I get that?" And then I can share the gospel. But to get up in front of 10,000 people, 5,000 people, 6,000 people on a Sunday and make everybody feel good, and then pass the collection plate, and then you're driving away in a Mercedes-Benz in your flock, the people that are coming there for your help and your enlightenment and your motivation are driving beat-up Toyota Corollas from 1998. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with a church that doesn't pay any taxes, that's making millions of dollars a year, yet there's still a homeless population. There's still a homeless population in their area. If you're not paying any taxes and contributing anything because you're supposedly a spiritual or a religious place, then how about you give back to the people a little bit? How about you do what it is that the person that you claim to follow would have done? Take care of yourself. If you're a preacher and you're working and you're coming in and you're putting together scripture and you're praying and you're helping people and counseling people, then you should get a paycheck. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't get paid for what you do, but if your average income of the people that come to your church is $45,000 to $60,000, then that should be your income. You shouldn't be making six figures, and a majority of your flock, of your congregation, is rolling on up in there just above poverty, paying taxes. And a lot of times paying tax subsidies to the churches. And then they'll have this little petty food drive where people will bring in more stuff, and then where's all the money going? How many big screens can you have? How many multi-$1,000 sound systems can you have and productions can you have with volunteers, not even paid workers? I don't know, I'm kind of getting, here's my grumpy side. It's Monday morning, 2 cups of coffee into it, about ready to get my third. It's just something the flipping around the TV set's got me off on this tangent, but if you're in charge of a church or if you're a preacher, especially the Catholic Church, I think this Pope has got it right. He's pretty much redistributing all the money that the Catholic Church has compiled, because they have billions of dollars in arts and artifacts and money. It's probably per capita, it's the richest country in the world is the Vatican, and it's its own country. It's smaller than Hutto, but per capita, it's the richest country in the world. But yet there's still starving people, and people are still out there scrapping. I'm not saying give them something for nothing, but how about we spend some of that money and build better hospitals? How about we spend some of that money and build and put it into soup kitchens and put it into programs that'll help people get off the street, become self-sufficient? Instead of leaning more on the taxpayers, why don't the church get involved in that if you're making so much money? I mean, there's a super church up here in North Austin. Oh, I'm late for a break. God dang it. Hey, we're going to be right back. I'm on a tangent now. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll, baby. We'll come back here in a minute. I'm Mike Allen, and you are listening to Monday Morning Brew. Oh, let's pay the bills. A lot of good sponsors that we got out there. I appreciate all their support. Eat24.com. Put in your information. See if they are active in your area. What they'll do is they'll find a restaurant that'll deliver food right to your house, man. I mean, you can't get any better than that, man. Right to your house. Also, K&L Consulting. They'll come into your company. They'll take over your payroll, just basically take over all that mundane paperwork that you don't like to do. They'll come in and do it. Also, Zunity. Get a little Zunity box, stick it in front of your TV, and you can have access to all the multimedia out there through one little centralized area. They're out of England, but it'll work anywhere in the United States or anywhere else. So give them a call. I'm Mike Allen. You're listening to Monday Morning Brew, and we're all part of the Armed Radio Global Network.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Do you want a better future for your family and yourself? Now you can advance your current career or begin a new career and command a bigger paycheck by earning a fully accredited online degree. Study when and where you want. Tens of thousands of adults are doing it now. You can too. Best of all, financial aid is available for all those who qualify. For free, no obligation information on online degree programs, visit collegescholarships.com or speak with an educational advisor at 844-353-1800. Why wait? Visit collegescholarships.com or call 844-353-1800 right now. The information is free and it can change your life.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com. Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies, or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
Did you know that 50 is the new 30? There's a new book that just came out called Women's and Lemons. Your time is now. Begin your adventure, live your dream. And although written for the quintastic woman specifically, it is a must-read book for all women. You will need to order the Women's and Lemons Adventure Journal too for the interactive action steps. You won't be able to put this book down and your life will never be the same. Begin your adventure today and be determined to live and enjoy your dream. Order the book and the Adventure Journal on Amazon.com today. Women's and Lemons, your time really is now. Grab a hold of those lemons and squeeze all the juice that life has to offer you.
Hey y'all, I stumbled onto Night Talk with Joe Rocks last Thursday at 10 p.m. and I just gotta tell you, I never thought I would hear a talking dog. Well, I did. And then there was Jackie. And was I hooked like a big mouth bass. So now I listen to Night Talk with Joe Rocks, Jackie, and the dog every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, and so should you. Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Armed Radio Global.
All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Mike Allen. It's Monday Morning Brew. Hopefully you guys got some coffee in you. You know, that good stuff. It's a pep in your step and your butt in a can. Speaking of cans, I have nowhere to go with that. Talking about the super churches and religions going into the break. You know what I'm going to say? You know what? I'm going to go into that in detail. Maybe even get one of these guys on the show for On the Air on Wednesdays. That's just controversial enough. I think that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. Tell you, come up with some great ideas when you get up in the morning. And all I want to do is go back to bed. Well, this Wednesday on the air, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 11 p.m. on the East Coast and 8 p.m. on the West Coast. We have Niall Chavez of Belts of Honorius, Enlightened Warriors, who's going to talk about Belts of Honorius 6, our big MMA event. 12 bouts, 3 championship and 2 championship belts. And it was a long night. We had very few of the fights didn't go the full, at least into the second round, and about 4 or 5 of them went all 3 rounds. And ended up in either split decisions or majority decisions or unanimous decisions. So that's a good fight. When you go the full distance and you have to take it to the judge's scorecard, that's a good day. That's a good day for fighters. It means that they're evenly matched. That means neither one got the clear advantage. And, they got good fights. And it was a lot of fun. We held it at Emo's. If you're here in the local area in Austin, Emo's, down off East Riverside, 2057 East Riverside Drive. Great venue. I mean, it was an awesome venue. It was big. We had a little over 1,000 people there. And that's about all that place holds. So it was packed. It was absolutely packed. A little over 1,000 in attendance, and it was amazing. It was a great night. My voice took all day Sunday to recover. But now I'll come on and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the results of that fight. Plus, anything. I'm going to try to get somebody on. I'm going to try to get one of these preachers on, and we'll talk to him. We'll ask him questions. We'll put him to the test and see why it is he does what he does. Why is it so important to solicit money? If you have faith, why do you have to try so hard, I guess, to solicit money from people? And what is the advantage of me giving money to your super church? Why can't I just take it down to the food bank myself and help people that way? That'd probably be a better thing, don't you think? Let's run down the rundown. Of course, I'm starting out the week every Monday morning, 6 a.m., except for next week, where I will be taking the week off. I know it's tough putting together basically 3 hours of content every week. I've got to take a vacation, man. This is draining. It's exhausting. So next Monday, I will not be live. We either have a guest host or a replay of a previous Monday Morning Brew. Might even be a replay of this one. They'll come on, and so that'll be Monday. It starts at 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern, and like ungodly early in the morning out on the West Coast. And if you got any West Coast listeners out there, hey, hats off to you guys, man. Thank you for listening, because it is butt-hugging early out on the West Coast right now. This evening, the Leno Show comes on at 8 Eastern Standard Time to 10 Eastern Standard Time. And Leno is going to have, I just got this notification, follow Armed Radio on Facebook, by the way. Type in Armed Radio and look for Kimmy Pops. She's our new Armed Radio girl. Like the page and you'll get all show updates and what's going to be on. Botanical expert today on the Leno Show, botanical expert Simon Entz will be discussing, it's spelled Xerisc, xeriscaping. I'm going to say xeriscaping. In New England, as well as other gardening topics. He's a fascinating gentleman who will be joining Leno tonight and also be joining her show from time to time. Mr. Entz comes with a significant background in botanical, computer, and earth-friendly technologies and practices. So tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. out here in the Central Standard Time, and about, 3 o'clock out in the East Coast or on the West Coast. Just log on to all of our formats, all of our different broadcasting formats, Live 365, MyGen 365, Spreaker.com, Athena 365. There's just too many. Go to armedradioglobal.com, and it has a connection to any and all of our platforms. If one doesn't work or if it's tapped out, go to another one. We're getting bunches of listeners now, tons of listeners. So our format or our platforms are getting strained. So you got to find one that you can get on, and there's plenty of them to choose from. ArmedRadioGlobal.com. Log into the Leno Show tonight, and let's support her. That's Dog's sister, by the way. So I'd throw that out there. Not that it means anything. I think Leno might have gotten the better part of the DNA in that family, but yeah, it's just me. After her, Straight Talk with Matt Hazley will come on, and I'm not really sure what he's going to talk about tonight, but we have been, he sent out a call for the alien search team or something like that. I couldn't find it when I got on today. But become a part of his group. You can become a part of the club. Just listen to his show, and he'll talk you through how to sign up for that. And you can be part of the alien search team. And he's got a list of things that you have to have in your alien search team packet to make sure that you tweet me, Matt. If you got Twitter up, give me a tweet. Tell me what that's all about, and I'll promote it here before my show ends. But his show's on tonight. It starts at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Straight Talk with Matt Hazley, always entertaining. It's one of our top shows here right now, and deservedly so. He works very hard. Works very, very hard for Armed Radio. And he's a golf pro, so, play all day, work hard at night. That's how it goes. Tuesday night, Valenissima comes on. She comes on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then right after her show, it's the High Five at 10. John, Jay, and Mikey. So that's a good evening of shows. You're going to get loaded up with estrogen in the first 2 hours. And then just when you think that you're going to start lactating, guys, the three knuckleheads come on, and it gets countered with a whole dose of testosterone. So that's kind of one of those nights where you got to be well rested. So it's a very entertaining show. Val, of course, starts 7 p.m. Central, and then at 9 p.m. Central, the High Five at 10. Wednesday night, it's me, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, on the air with Mike Allen. This Wednesday night, we'll be talking to Nal Chavez of Enlightened Warriors and Belts of Honorius, as we'll talk about the big event we had Saturday and go through the card. 12 bouts, 12 exciting bouts. And we'll discuss those results. Maybe even get some fighters on the air. Who knows? And then Thursday night, Val comes back, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Some more talk time with Val. And then after her show, it's the Star Maker, Joe Rocks, and Night Talk with Jackie and the Dog. And they are very entertaining. Joe calls it a train wreck. But that's not so bad, because if a train's, if you think about it, if a train starts to wreck, you can't look away. You just got to watch it in all its glory. And that's Night Talk with Joe. I listen to it every Thursday night. As soon as my class ends at 10, man, I log on to the Live 365 app on my phone, on my smartphone, and I listen to it on the way home. You can listen to all our shows if you download the 365.com, live365.com smartphone app. It's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. You can listen to our shows right off your smartphone or iPhone. So make sure you do that. And then Friday night, I keep forgetting, Wednesday. So you time change, Rick. Threw me off. Rick and Tara, Wednesday at noon for Afternoon Bites. And they'll be talking about the, what they like the most, which is tattoos and the tattoo lifestyle and just anything else they want to talk to. And that's a very entertaining show. I try to catch that in the noontime. I'll take a break and listen in. That's Rick and Tara and Afternoon Bites. That's now on Wednesdays. They were on Mondays. Now they're on Wednesdays, noon. Sorry about that, Rick and Tara. Don't hate me. You changed things up on the old man here, and I don't have enough coffee in me. And then Friday, Matt rounds it out with Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. And that sends us off into the weekend. Then we take 2 days off. We hang out. So that's our exciting lineup here on Armed Radio. Other than that, you have 24 hours of streaming music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We've got so much music that we barely have room to move. A lot of folks listening to it, they pipe it into your office. If you want to be a sponsor, and if you would like to have the Armed Radio Global playing in your office, you can pipe it through any of your computer systems, and all that stuff now is, anybody can do it now. And if you'd like to have your commercial, your event, or your company broadcast as part of our lineup, give us a call or contact us at armedradioglobalcom with your information, and we will send you off a packet, and you can become a sponsor. It costs pennies on the dollar if you equate it to regular radio, plus our reach is global. We have listeners all over the world. We have listeners that are consistent listeners all over the world. So if anything, you're going to get a lot of traffic to your Facebook page. And if you do business over the internet, or if you do business where you can ship stuff, your reach is going to be global for pennies on the dollar. And this is the new media. So get on board, help us out, and then we'll promote your company, and you'll have global reach. And that's pretty cool. All right, well, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to get some more coffee. Thank you for joining me this morning, all the folks out there that are listening, for getting up early and sharing a cup of coffee with me. I will be here Wednesday. Make sure you tune in. Nal Chavez, Belts of Honorius 6. We'll have the results of all the fights, plus maybe some fighters. They're going to come on and talk a little bit. Till next time, Well, I will see you in, 2 weeks. I'll tell you about my vacation. I'm going home to Michigan, where it's 50 degrees at night and 70 degrees and sunny during the day. So how about that? Walk around a little bit because of my old hometown, Petoskey, Michigan. Back home. So next week, you'll be either getting a replay or a guest host for On the Air with Mike Allen on Wednesday. And then, of course, if one of our other hosts want to get up early in the morning, they can sit in for me at Monday Morning Brew. Till next time, I'm Mike Allen. You're listening to the Armed Radio Global Network, home of the big guns.
Guaranteed to blow your mind so high you won't come down. Get your prepare yourself for the rubber band. Man, you'll never heard a sound like a rubber band. Man, go down to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Oh, this dude is out of sight. Everything he does seems to come out right. Once I went to hear them play at a club outside of town. I was so